Hello everyone, my name is OP Singh. I am a ServiceNow architect and ServiceNow educator, and I got various opportunities to work for various prestigious ServiceNow clients, US based, Europe based, and many others. From last 5 years, I am an educator as well, and I have my own dedicated ServiceNow channels where I am teaching people, as well as I have few Udemy courses which are available on internet, and all these courses are very much liked by ServiceNow professionals. So, if you are a complete fresher or you have almost zero experience in ServiceNow and you want to break into it, then this video is for you. I'm not going to give you some random motivation or fake shortcuts. I will walk you through a clear, realistic 3-month roadmap, what to study, how to practice in PDI, and what mini projects to build, and how to make you employable, not just certified. Okay, so I have various sections here. So let's move to the section number 1. The very first one is what is ServiceNow and what roles exist for freshers. This is very important. So let me explain you what is ServiceNow in a very simple terms. So in simple term, ServiceNow is a cloud platform companies use to manage work such as IT tickets, approval, HR request, onboarding, problem changes, and much more. It is used globally by large and mid-sized organizations. And for freshers, there are usually a few realistic entry point roles such as service techs or L1 support working on ServiceNow, junior ServiceNow administrator, a trainee or intern on ServiceNow team, and finally, in some cases, a junior developer role if your programming skills are already decent. Okay. In this video, when I say fresher, I mean BTech, BCom, BSc, BBA, MCA, and even non-IT graduates who are willing to start their career from scratch and learn seriously about ServiceNow. So now, before starting the complete roadmap, I want to set a honest expectations here. If you are starting from zero, you should plan for around 3 to 6 months of consistent learning. That means 1 to 2 focused hours almost every day, not just watching a few random YouTube videos on weekend. One more thing, your first job normally not be a very high paying job like senior developer roles. It will usually be a service desk, support analyst, junior admin or trainee. And this is completely fine. The first objective is to enter into ServiceNow ecosystem and start getting the real experience. And once you have that, and once you are inside, you can grow in 1 to 3 years into a proper admin, proper developer, a proper consultant, or other specialized role depending on your skill set and your interest. And you need not to worry about money. Okay. So with this, let us start the roadmap here. Let us discuss about month number 1. In month number 1, your goal is to build strong basics and become comfortable with the platform. So the very first thing is create a free developer account at developer.servicenow.com and request a PDI, that is your personal developer instance. This is your personal lab. Treat it like your practice environment and log in into that every day. Practice there every day. Once you get the PDI, we come to step 2. And here you have to learn the basic navigation in the platform, like application navigation, list and forms, filter and breadcrumbs and searches, user menu, and updating your profile. In step number 3, you can follow official beginner or fundamental learning path on Now Learning or ServiceNow University, or you can choose any of the educator in ServiceNow who is providing that on YouTube or somewhere else, along with a complete hands-on lab. Do not just watch videos, rebuild the examples in your own PDI. In my channel, ServiceNow 911 or ServiceNow Helpdesk Hindi, you can find all such videos starting from the basic and learn the things step by step with practical demo on the latest release of ServiceNow PDI. So this is the step number 3. Now let's move on to step number 4. Along with all these practices, in parallel, learn the basics of ITSM. This is very important. What is ITSM? What is ITIL? What is incident, problem, change, service request, priority, SLA? All these things you have to understand in real life. You can use real life examples to understand these things, like internet is not working is an incident. whereas requesting a new laptop is a service request, and so on. Okay. So this is our complete roadmap for month number 1. By the end of month 1, you should be able to log in. You should be able to navigate confidently, create an update incident, change the layout, change the form layout, list layout, and understand at a high level what ITSM means. So after the successful month 1, let's move to the month 2. In month 2, we move from I can click to I can configure basic things. You have to focus on these admin topic carefully, such as user groups and roles. So create users, add roles, add users to the group, and understand who can see what at simple level. Then look at the configurations, such as email notifications, SLAs, and design a simple service catalog item with variables, with approval step, with workflow. Third thing is get started with reporting. So here, create a basic list report and a simple chart on incident and request table. After you are done with that, slowly touch the scripting part. Understand where scripts are being used in ServiceNow. Get the basics of business rule, client script, script include, and schedule jobs. Learn the basics of JavaScript from a good source, such as what are variables, condition, looping, function, array, and objects. Even on ServiceNow website, you can find course on JavaScript learning, which is appropriate for ServiceNow. So just log in into ServiceNow developer website and look at that series. Very important, very useful. After you are done with the JavaScript, learn about ServiceNow APIs, such as Glide Record, Glide Aggregate, Glide System. Understand the use and functionality of all these APIs and try to use them in the simple scripts. You can start now writing some sample scripts. You can test it on various business tools, client script, and all and all. You can even try all these things in the ServiceNow background script. So at least modify simple sample scripts and see what changes in your PDI. So by the end of month 2, you should be able to create a basic catalog item, configure an approval using workflow or a flow designer. Flow designer is also very important. Make sure you have the basics ready with you. And finally, you will be able to write small scripts. In that script, you will be able to use ServiceNow APIs like Glide Record, Glide Aggregate, Glide System, and all. And you must understand each and every line of that script so that in future you can try for big ones. So this is the complete nutshell of month number 2. Very practical, very simple, but you have to follow, you have to do it in PDI. Now let's move to the month number 3. In month number 3, the focus is on building things that you can actually show. Okay. Because being a fresher, you do not have real experience in actual companies, actual instance. But this PDI is now your show culture here. You have to build the things here, and then while you go to interview, you can mention these things so that you can attract people, so that you can give who you are really, what practices you are doing in PDI. And definitely the interviewer will be impressed by that. So you have to pick at least 2 or 3 mini projects for your PDI, such as designing of student help desk or an employee laptop request application, catalog items, and then approval workflow for that. Number 2, design the automatic assignment of incident based on category or team. Number 3, a simple data loading using import set and transform map. So these all are the fundamental topics like loading data, transform map, import set, while you go through the fundamental course on ServiceNow, okay, of admin basics. Now for every mini project which you are showing on the PDI, you have to implement it fully in your PDI. Take a clear screenshot of your forms, list, flow, and final result. Write a short explanation in simple language. What was the problem you were solving? Which table you have used and which configuration or script you have added. So now these mini projects became your portfolio. In your interviews or in your conversation with interviewers, you can say, I have built these 3 projects in my own instance, and I'm very happy to walk you through them. Instead of just saying like I watched various tutorial or I have CSS certification, which 99% people or freshers are saying. So you are now above from most of the people. So this is the complete 3-month strategy which you have to follow. So now, while you are following this roadmap, do not isolate yourself. You have to spend some time every week on number one, ServiceNow Community, where you can read questions from other beginners or professionals and try to reproduce some solutions in your PDI. Touch only those which are there in your basic fundamentals. Do not indulge in the very high complex things. Your main focus is on learning the new things there. Whatever you have learned till now in your these 3 months, you have to make sure you touch only those topics, such as admin basics, such as business rule, client script, service catalog, workflow, or flow designer. Okay. Next thing is see what skills are in demand, what kind of issues people are facing, and how freshers are actually getting in. So all these things you can get from LinkedIn or Reddit. Okay. So go through some threads there. Now, third thing is looking for scenarios. So focus on creators who show real scenarios, who show project issues, not just dumping the theory in front of you. So you have to find such educators, and whenever you get time, you follow them. So in these 3 months, along with your practice, along with your PDI, you have to focus on these things as well. At least 1 hour in 2 days, okay, is sufficient for that. So now many people are asking about certifications. So CSA, which is Certified System Administrator, is a good starting point for your long career in ServiceNow. But if you are a fresher, do not chase the badge without hands-on practice. This is the clear-cut thing here. First, complete your fundamentals and at least couple of mini projects. After that, start serious preparation for CSA and get it. A certification without practical skill will not help you much in interview. Okay, keep this in mind. And you should not waste your time in dumps and all these dirty practices. Stop it. Focus what I have told you in these 3 months. Do it religiously and you will be go through. So finally, the last thing is how to present yourself as a fresher. So once you have followed this roadmap for about 3 months, do not market yourself as an expert. Okay. Instead, present yourself like I am a fresher who has spent last 3 months serious learning of ServiceNow. I understand the basic ITSM concepts. I can navigate the platform confidently. I have built 2 or 3 mini projects in my own ServiceNow developer instance, PDI, and I'm ready to join as a junior developer, as a trainee, or as an intern. And you have to be ready for questions like, what is ServiceNow in simple words? What is the difference between incident, problem, and change, or a request? What did you build in your PDI? And why you did build in this particular way, the way you have built it? There can be other ways. Explain them. Also, can you show me your catalog item or your workflow and explain it? What was the problem you were solving? What you have achieved from this? What all technologies you have used in? What all things you have used in? Why you have used business rule here? Why you have not used schedule job here? Okay. So all these basics should be ready for you. Okay. You must be able to explain these things in simple terms, like you are explaining something to someone, along with good examples. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can answer these things clearly, you will be already ahead of most of the freshers who only have the certification or they only have watched certain YouTube videos lying on their bed. Okay, so all the best to you. So in this video, I have showed you a practical 3-month roadmap. Month 1 is fundamental and navigation. Month 2 is core admin skills and light scripting. And finally, in month 3, mini project and portfolio development. So this is it for this video. Even after this, if you want some personalized guidance, if you want me to review your plan or your PDI projects, you can book a session with me on TopMate. I will try to give my best advice to you. I can help you avoiding certain common mistakes and move faster in the right direction. Finally, if you found this video helpful, share it with at least one of your friends who is confused about their career or who want to explore ServiceNow more and get into it as soon as possible. Thank you so much. All the best.